Beneath Magnolia's end, the ritual chamber pulsed with a dark, restless energy. Stone walls marked with veves and crescent moons seemed to breathe in the torchlight, and a black-draped altar waited at the center like a verdict already delivered. Julien Dubois stood bound there, wrists raw, his scar burning as Madame Zora's talisman throbbed faintly against his chest. Around him, Vincent Devereaux and his masked followers chanted a Creole hymn meant to complete the order of the Crescent Moon's final sacrifice. 9 victims had already died. This one, Devereaux believed, would give the order immortality and the power to rule New Orleans. He lifted a ceremonial knife and leaned close enough for Julien to see the fanatic certainty in his blue eyes. The journal hidden in Julien's coat, Amelie's journal, reminded him why he had come this far. The murder from 10 years ago had begun this nightmare, and if he died now, the truth would vanish with him. Devereaux spoke with cold triumph, promising that the Loa would bow and the moon would crown him eternal. The knife rose. The chanting swelled. Then the chamber shook. A stone broke loose from the tunnel entrance, followed by a voice that cut through the hymn like thunder. Madame Zora Laveau entered in a rush of silver hair and crimson cloth, her staff topped with a serpent's skull, her gaze fierce with ancestral power. She accused Devereaux of defiling the Loa, of turning sacred things into a weapon. The followers hesitated. Their confidence cracked. Devereaux dismissed her as a relic, but Zora answered with ritual words older than the plantation itself. She shook herbs from her gris-gris bag, and sparks lifted into the air. The torches faltered. The moonlight dimmed. The pressure in the room changed, as if unseen voices had gathered just beyond the walls. At that same moment, Celeste Moreau emerged from the tunnel shadows, bruised but unbroken. She had found the secondary entrance, carried only a stolen knife and her own stubborn resolve. While Zora held the order in place, Celeste reached Julien and cut the ropes with careful, desperate strokes. She told him she had come back for him, and the defiance in her voice was stronger than fear. Devereaux lunged, but Zora struck the altar with her staff. Wood splintered. Masks and medallions scattered across the floor. The chant collapsed. The followers recoiled as the chamber filled with a heavy, unseen force that seemed to press the air itself into silence. Julien staggered to his feet and seized a fallen knife. No longer helpless, he stepped between Celeste and Devereaux as the ritual fell apart around them. He told Devereaux it was over, that the final crescent had broken. But Devereaux tore away his mask, revealing a face twisted by rage and disbelief. He swung wildly, still convinced that destiny could be forced by blood. Julien blocked the blow. Celeste shoved Amelie's ledger into her bag and snapped photographs of the altar, the masks, the knives, and the man who had built an empire from murder. Zora raised her chant to its highest pitch. Wind rushed through the chamber and snuffed out the torches one by one. In the sudden moonlit darkness, the order lost its nerve. Masks were abandoned. Footsteps scattered. The loyal became fugitives in a matter of seconds. Zora guided Julien and Celeste toward the tunnel. Behind them, Devereaux screamed promises of revenge into the collapsing dark. The altar cracked. The chamber shuddered. Zora warned them that the Loa had spoken, but that the moon's shadow still lingered. They escaped into the night as the plantation groaned above them. The ritual had been broken, not ended. Julien knew Devereaux was still alive, still dangerous, and still holding some final secret back from the world. For the first time in years, however, the balance had shifted. Madame Zora's power had saved them, and the shadow over New Orleans had finally begun to crack.